Hey guys, episode 2 of Superman and Lois is in, and we have our review. But first, I want to give thanks to our sponsors. Check it out.
If the clothes makes the man, what does that say about me? I live my life one costume at a time. So I let my accessories define my style, my phone, my watch, my wallet. Well, maybe not my wallet. Oh my god, gross. I need to stop keeping candy in here. I'm getting an extra. You should too. Go to extra.com/AngryJoe Show for 25% off Smart Wallet. That's an even deeper discount than before. Upgrade your style with Extra.
Of course, the colors I had to get, red and black. Okay, I think there's a reason why I like red, black, blue, freaking blue. That's your color, Joe. Anyways, guys, Extra, upgrade your wallets. They're freaking awesome, and they look really, really sweet. So if you upgrade your computer, upgrade your wallet too, man. It's great. All right, so jumping into episode 2, it's called Heritage. And it proves to me that Superman is a bad father. Well, but let me start by saying another great episode. What? Okay, well, I thought maybe for sure, there would be some sort of slip up here, or there would be, I'm not interested anymore, or some face plant. Right? We got a different opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but I think that, this quite clearly, Joe, that this is a setup episode for the rest of the ones that are coming. This is a 15-episode season 1. Yeah. So, of course, it's going to be a little less action-y. That was one thing that was for sure. And this was more family-centered, kind of setting up the future. So, and we'll get to why I said Superman's a bad father in a minute, but let's get what you guys think.
For me, yeah, as we knew it, CW showing their colors, the tantrums and stuff, the whole high school thing.
Tantrums.
That's what it was.
Yep.
I didn't really like it. It was still a good episode, but for me, it wasn't one of the badass ones.
Okay.
But it was, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of got whiffs of it in the first episode, and we were worried that it was going to happen. I don't give any shits at all about any of the teen drama stuff.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. I do care about the Superman stuff, but the teen drama stuff.
I like the episode. I still want to watch the series. Again, I want to let CW know. They're not watching, but if they're watching, you're doing a good job, because even I am enjoying your show. But there's some shit that doesn't need to be in there. Like, who is that for? Who is the bad teen drama for?
CW fans.
Kids.
They have a target market.
I think that they just assume that they have like a bunch of dumb people watching their shows.
Yes.
And
they do.
Get at like dumb people like good writing too.
Yeah, they just need those teenagers. Like, what's some generic we could do to pull those guys in?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I understand completely what they're saying, because let's jump into kind of an overview of the episode. Jordan is still pissed and cranky that he's a freak. Really? Are you serious? This is my dream. Okay, by the way, I'm doing these episode reviews just as an excuse to get more mileage out of my suit.
Yeah.
Walk around the house.
So that it'd be clean, please.
It's clean. So this is the whole reason why I'm doing it. But, so what I'm saying is, like, I would be more than happy to be Superman's son, and I would be more than happy, I wouldn't be like, hey, I'm still freaking baby, and I was like, shut up.
That's
shut
exactly
up.
how I felt. I was like, oh my God.
Just shut up, okay, Ben? But anyways, so it's really, really sucks for Jonathan, the football star, too. His life has been upended. He had a life in Metropolis, football star, girlfriend, probably all sorts of.
That's it. You're king.
You're king, and now he's nothing,
Exactly.
and he sucks at football now because everybody fucking hates him. They take away his playbook, and why did he do all this? He did it for his brother, okay, and that's setting up is brother drama, right?
Yes.
I'm constantly taking care of you, and you're gonna betray me at some point. Jonathan is going to feel like, at some point, Jonathan is going to feel Jordan's going to betray him, and then it's just going to blow up in their faces, and they're going to go at it. But in this episode, we get more about Doomguy. Okay, so suspicions were correct. He is Luthor. Luthor, in a twist, is actually another twist here in this episode. He's kind of a good guy, supposedly, but not really, because he's still willing to bomb innocent people, which makes no sense, right? Like
it's for the greater good.
It's a huge contradiction. This guy doesn't want to become. He doesn't want Superman to be fucking evil, but yet he legitimately set up a bomb in his ship and was legitimately about to ram it into a bunch of people. So I don't know how he's going to justify that. Probably like, well, evil Superman killed billions, and I would just kill 100 to stop Superman or something, so I could survive. But I don't want to see none of this bullshit of, fucking new Luthor here turning good eventually or something like that. No. What you just did there was screwed up, okay?
I'm kind of curious to see where they take it, but...
Yeah. And here's the final thing that I was going to say is that I think Superman's a bad father because I got pissed. It's like, look, Jonathan, Jonathan has to fucking go to school while Jordan gets to go flying with his dad. Jonathan is stuck, in school, and he's learning about his heritage. This is episode 2. It's called Heritage. All the stuff that applies to Jordan would also be helpful to tell Jonathan, but no, he doesn't get to hear any of it. He doesn't get to go to the Fortress of Solitude.
It would have been so simple. All right, both of you guys are skipping school today. Let's go check this out. After we're done with that, let's throw the football around.
Whoa!
Great day ever. Best
the
day
best
ever.
day ever. I get a sick day after
Fuck
I
you.
learn.
Now I'm going to alienate you, and you're going to hate me.
Yeah.
So let's switch roles.
See,
that's basically what it was.
It's forced drama.
Yes.
And it's planting that evil seed so that CW can grow it later.
Yeah.
And it just needed to make more sense. You can take them both to the Fortress of Solitude, and you can still create that drama. You can still do the girl thing, right? The girls come in between them. You could play everything right, but love plays with your emotions. The puppy love especially.
I was getting little subtle hints of that because, like, when
it's
Jonathan was talking, he's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like,
it is happening.
"What did you mean, the
it's
playbook?"
coming.
I was like,
drive a wedge.
"Come on."
Okay,
no,
so
don't do
I just
this.
think it's completely unfair that one kid gets to learn of his heritage and the other doesn't.
No, only you get access to Grandpa because you got the cool blood, and you
So
suck.
talk about Grandpa.
I didn't like him.
You didn't like him? Joe, did you
liked him.
notice who it was? It was the fucking Scottish guy from Braveheart, the king. Yeah, I almost guarantee
I know
you
who
that's
it is. Robert
him.
the Bruce. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Robert the Bruce. So tell us about this character.
He's the AI. He's Jor-El AI, and he's going through and he's kind of teaching him. He's teaching Jordan about what it means to be a Kryptonian. This is what the city was. Civil War, planet blew up, your dad went over here, and now we're going to test your blood to see how cool you are.
Yep, what did they find?
Nothing. They found jack shit.
Yeah.
Which, this is the dumbest AI ever because this is AI written by someone at CW, which they've got the artificial part, but they haven't figured out the intelligence part yet because they're like, no, it's a normal human thing that he had an eye blast that blew up a bunch of kids and that he is indestructible and can lift all these heavy beams.
He says he had an optical release or whatever they call it later, nocturnal emission.
It's a one-time thing, man. The thing that's holding him back is he's human. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, we hate him. He's a weirdo.
He does it all in there. He does it all in his Robert the Bruce accent too. Anyways, but he says he basically doesn't even have 1/100th of Superman's power. And again, this pisses off fucking Jordan. Man, I'm sick and tired of this fucking Jordan kid already, and it's probably gonna get worse. But he's already pissed off. That he's, I learned. Why do I have to learn all this stuff? Just shut up. Just shut up, Ben. Okay? This is an Armageddon inside joke from the AngryJoe show. Look it up. It's Ben
he's
talking
like,
about
now I'm a
Michael
freak
Bay.
in the human world, and I'm a freak in
I failed at being a Kryptonian.
I can't do anything right.
Failed at being a human.
I hate you, Dad.
Oh, my
He's gonna
God.
listen to a simple plan in his room, lock his door, paint his nails. It's just
I'm sorry.
So, now we get to some of the good stuff where it's like, the general updates Superman on Luthor's activities. They're able to track his ship, and then he gets, he tells the general that he told his boys he's Superman. And of course, General's not down with that. He's like, you're tearing your family apart.
He turned into
basically.
cartoon army bad guy, which we're seeing in WandaVision right now, but we're seeing it here as well.
But I think this motivation makes a little more sense, and that he is putting his sons in danger by telling them and all this other stuff. I mean, it's better to keep it secret if they have no powers and they can't do anything about it. Because now, anytime you read Superman comics, if they can't attack Superman, they're going to attack the people he loves. So they're
I mean, the motivations make more sense, but it's still
And he's
still so over the top where he's stockpiling kryptonite and he's doing all of they're setting up. The problem is they have all of these wedges. Like, we need to drive a wedge here. We need to drive a wedge here. We need to drive a wedge
There's
here.
lots of wedges.
And it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
you
Pick
get-
one storyline, one conflict, develop one season, and then everything will be good. You're trying to do
that's a
45 things in
clusterfuck.
2 episodes.
Keep it. Here's an additional wedge. So after that scene, we do an Edge meeting. So we got to give Lois something to do. So here's Lois's storyline. Morgan Edge is head of a CEO. He's obviously took over the Daily Planet, buying up Smallville, wanting to bring jobs. So I'm gonna bring 600 jobs.
Yay!
Of course, all the small town rednecks. Yeah, man, we're gonna get them jobs or whatever. Is the way the show paints it. He's like, oh, I'm best at barbecue. But it's like, no, the guy, they need jobs. He has good points. It's like, well, some and Lois is like, these are low-paying jobs, and he's like, well, low-paying jobs are better than no jobs. So I don't know. I'm kind of on it. I'm kind of on that guy's side, right? They paint him to be the evil dude, and then the CEO, and then Lois stands up. She's like, are you going to give 600 jobs or are you going to give 463? And it's like, I know you're supposed to be on Lois's side. And she brings up a previous city, right, where they took advantage of them. It was lower paying jobs. They promised and they didn't deliver, right? So I understand that legitimately he's evil. I know that. But I'm just saying that the argument, they kind of give both sides some gravitas to where you could go either way.
I like that, by the way, because it makes me think that because I don't want to think of the people in Smallville as like fucking yokels, right? That don't know anything. They're clearly getting fleeced.
That's why they're that's the way Lois is painting these people.
Yeah, and then so this is something that I like. This is, I think, pretty well written as far as the show goes. And then we got another wedge just after that when we go to the barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue.
So we get
tell us about the barbecue.
Superman's old main squeeze.
yeah.
Is looking up to him.
Oh, you think? Oh, I didn't.
Are
think
you
that.
kidding? I have you back. I got you back. She's like standing there like this.
Yeah,
she's like, I'm so glad I got you back with her. Like she's doing the Instagram
you
post.
guys pick up on the women signal.
Yes. She's definitely she gave
I think
him.
she's happy, but I just think that she's being cordial. She's being
she's
nice.
happy.
Like she's got a
happy
fucking
Clark
husband.
is
You
back.
have a wife.
She's talking about your
think-
face hasn't changed. I'm so happy to have you back again.
All right, we'll see.
You
We'll
have
see.
like she's practically like air humping while she's standing in
Yeah.
front of him. Like
Man's got it. Yeah, that's exactly
that's
what
exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
So they're setting up this whole like wedge between
Sure.
everyone. Every character is going to have conflict with the other
Every
character.
character has a wedge.
No one in
Is
the
there
show is happy.
Is there not one non-wedge character?
No.
They're all
No.
wedged.
No, everyone.
Everybody's wedged.
Everyone hates each other in the show. Or setting up
Where's the dog? There ain't no. Where's Crypto?
Crypto.
Damn it.
I do. Yeah. They should
don't
have
want
another-
none of- you don't want
if
none of this
Crypto was
shit.
in this, if Crypto was in this show, Joe, he would have a little subplot where he's like chasing a rat, and then the rat gets powers from Luthor, and but they wanted to be friends with the rat.
Like, oh,
It turns
who's
into
this
Tommy
sad
Jenner.
bitch?
Is there a character? No, seriously. Is there a character in this show that we know the name of that doesn't have another conflict, like set up conflict with another main character? Just Lois and the Sons, right? Probably just Lois and the
Yeah,
Sons.
actually.
The kids. No, the other one is the new news reporter. So going further
for
into
now.
She's gonna get jealous.
Lois puts out a report, and she's exposing Morgan's Edge for not doing the correct jobs in the other city and how they might screw over Smallville. But her boss, who is the guy that she's talking out, changes her article.
What did you
She
think
gets
was
fucking
gonna
pissed.
happen?
She walks right into the Daily Planet and says, I quit. Basically gives him a little letter saying I quit. And she goes to work for the Smallville Gazette with this little meek kind of, reporter just kind of trying to, do some journalism in a small city all by herself. There's
I don't believe
no
that she washed her
employees.
hands, by the way. She flushed the toilet and she
what
immediately
I was
walks out going
thinking.
like this and is like, you didn't wash your hands, lady. I don't care if there's Purell in there. That's gross. Our entire society
Anyways.
is built on washing your hands right now. We're in a pandemic, and you become sensitive to
Anyways.
like characters standing too close to each other. It's like that's not safe.
So she's gonna work at the Gazelle, and then again drive a wedge there. By the way, when she spoke up and talked, Morgan's plan was like, well, maybe I shouldn't come here. Maybe you guys should talk about it a little bit, just to kind of get all of the people in the room against her. So I think that the town of Smallville is not going to be against Lois.
They're gonna
Oh,
have
a wedge
Kents.
between the whole town.
Yeah.
of
There you go, another
Fuck
wedge.
the Kents.
How many
wedges?
How
did
many
we
wedges?
put?
So many.
So
wedges.
episode 2 should have been the wedge episode.
Yes.
And then finally, in our last action sequence. Oh, by the way, there was an action sequence I missed, which was they go to Mongolia. So we get a Superman, a Doomguy fight in Mongolian. And that's where I was talking about the Superman saves the bomb. And he gets a little bit of information that, he thinks he's going to turn evil or he's a bad guy. I have to stop you, you. And Superman's like, what are you talking about? This pays off later on when it appears as if Luthor is directly attacking the general. And basically, he just shows up and then the general's like, light him up. And it's like, come on, you've seen 1,000 times that guns don't do anything, but okay, you're not going to bring any fucking tanks. You're not going to bring a goddamn RPG. You can borrow one from anybody, but no, okay, we're just doing small arms fire, which does absolutely nothing.
Budget.
Well, it also
Budget.
Is, it also is kind of dumb. This guy can fight Superman. You're gonna put all your soldiers at risk to die. You're
Right?
gonna,
Nobody's taking cover, so he just go and they all like fly away.
He's lucky that he doesn't vaporize all of them. It's like if you're the general and you're like, you want me to
Yeah,
take
he's
my
like-
9mm and shoot Superman in the
He's
face?
actually a dumbass general.
What do you think he's gonna do to me? He's gonna laser me in half. Can I just run away and not get lasered in half? Because I'm not gonna do anything.
Those are the
So,
orders.
but it turns out that Luthor goes directly to the general and he's warning him of Superman. And just as that happens,
Might say another wedge. Another wedge.
between the general and Superman, just we should have kept a wedge count on this episode.
should've.
Slams through the concrete, takes him away before he's able to finish. Oh, general wants to know what he says,
Wait,
maybe.
the seed is
and
implanted.
and then when he comes, he starts beating him up. When he comes around the corner, he sees Superman rip the guy's head off, but it's only a robot. But still, this gives the general pause. I guess there is, some potential here of him being evil or whatever. And then we basically end the episode on a really cool scene. I like this
Before
scene.
that, we learned that the general is stockpiling all the kryptonite.
In the whole
Oh,
world, he's got
yeah.
he's got
I
a huge
missed that.
driving a wedge between
shit.
them in
It's
the
for-
relationship.
Is that really
for
necessary?
Superman's
Right, because the whole
protection.
time is
Superman's
Luthor cannot
protection.
find the goddamn kryptonite.
Well, it was a red herring too, because he's not even there for the kryptonite. He's there to
And
give him the
it's-
dog tag.
yeah.
so convenient that he will have the kryptonite, so you can guarantee that the general and Luthor are going to either team up or he's going to take advantage of the general, get the kryptonite. But we get a flashback to the world in which this new Luthor comes from, where
I loved.
I loved it. It was cool. Even though I hate the kind of evil Superman thing, but when you're already doing Justice to Superman, you're telling this Superman tell, and then you're talking about a multiverse, you're talking about another world. Fuck yeah, that's cool as shit. But they kept holding that dog's head upside down, so I kept thinking that maybe the Superman symbol would be upside down on this evil Superman, but it wasn't. So they're shooting at something, and there's red lasers coming by. So I don't know what that was about. Maybe Superman has an army like he does in Injustice.
Loyal people.
But Superman flanks them quite easily, and then just starts lasering them, and then he's in his
black suit.
sweet black suit, looks evil, and he just starts killing soldiers left and right. And it turns out Luthor saves his version of General Sam. He calls him, and he's like, to hell and back. And that's when he gets the little dog tag, and he gives the dog tag to the general. And earlier in the episode, the general looked at it, flipped hell upside down, and it's a number. That number might actually be the general's number, and that's why he was like, what? How is this? That's my dog tag number or something. I don't know. So that stuff was cool. And it sets up some cool stuff. So let's go to final verdict.
Yeah, that's what I like too about that, because he's like, this Kal-El is not like the other ones. He's like, not yet. I was like, oh, that's
Not
pretty
yet.
interesting.
Right.
Final verdict for me, I'm gonna give this a 7. There's a lot of things I didn't like the whole high school stuff and all these wedges that were
That
coming out.
high? I thought you might go for a 6.
No, it was still good. It was still
Okay.
good. I still enjoyed it because I do like this alternate universe and what's gonna happen from here on out and whatnot. But I would say it's 7 for me. They just need to tone it a little bit with the CW stuff, the high school angst and stuff. But I know it's probably not going to happen, but it was still a good watch for me.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, I'm still enjoying this. It's not on my calendar. Like I'm going to watch this every single week, but I'm not disappointed that we're covering this. And there's times where I am disappointed that we're covering certain things. So like I am enjoying the show. They are ramping up things I don't like, and I'm hoping that there's a balance between those two things. So I think this is a pretty good show. 7 seems fine. 7's fine. Good.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to go 7 as well because there were so many of those little sequences. It's like, look, I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to say this is the episode where you're setting it all up, right? And then we're going to go on, and we're going to pay off each and every one of these. I like how they're continuing to put some action in there for the action fans of Superman. Had the fight in Mongolia, had the general fight, had the flashback. This is some good stuff, man.
I was like, that's pretty sweet.
This is some good stuff. The CGI is still all right. I mean, there's parts where you can tell he's a little fakey CGI model flying through the air or falling through the air, but I'm willing to forgive that. It is CW.
TV.
But it's leagues above, Supergirl. And in terms of writing, in terms of graphics, in terms of Superman, I liked it. So, want to give it an 8. No, I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go 7 because I think there are better episodes to come, and I hope I'm hoping for better episodes.
I hope so.
Well, if it just maintains course, I will be so happy. But I'm just worried that it's going to have everyone in the entire show hates each other, and then it's going to be miserable because everyone's miserable.
We know that's going to happen, so we have to set our expectations. I guarantee you the brothers are fighting.
Sure.
I guarantee you both brothers have powers, and both powers are going to awaken, and they're going to be fighting.
But it's
and
through
when
emotion.
that happens, I'm not going to be like, I fucking hate this 2 out of 10. I want to see how it's done.
Yeah,
and
okay,
if it
that's
can
fine. Just
reach,
don't-
it could be a 9 out of 10 in
Just
the
don't
brothers
be
fight.
like, oh, we're gonna fight over this one girl. It's like, no,
That's
don't
what's
do that.
happening,
Don't
Joe.
do that.
Don't. That's what's happening. What can you? What? How else are you gonna get the brothers to fight, Joe? Tell me. What's a better way?
Them feeling isolated right now, right? Because
Yeah,
Jonathan did move up.
there is
life.
There's one thing we didn't talk about. Superman was starting to. He sits the boys down. He says, I haven't been a good father. I've been saving the world. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of
That's a good
important.
job,
I think the boys will understand. But he actually is making an effort. He shows up to the football practice, and it made
Speaking of jobs, what the hell are they gonna do now?
hey, Jonathan happy. What do you mean?
They ain't got no jobs.
No, Lois is going to the
She's gonna work for the Gazelle.
Gazelle.
'Cause that's a real great paying
Yeah,
job.
yeah, you probably little pennies. Superman will steal stuff.
There's got to be there's going to be a government fund.
And
Yes.
then Luther will be like, aha! I
That's
saw
what
you
you-
rob that bank.
Exactly.
You're evil.
No, you just
trying to make
we'll
ends
see.
meet,
rob
man.
you rob the terrorists and
We'll
you steal all
see.
their stuff.
True that. All right, guys. Well, episode 2 was still solid, and we're hoping for more. Let's see. So there's 13 more episodes. This could get good. I hope we do eventually. I actually don't want it to be Luther the whole time. I want I don't want it to be like villain of the week because that kind of makes it a little cheesy. But I hope there's some additional villains at some point in this season. It's not just Luther for Superman
Grandpa.
to beat up on.
Villain Grandpa.
Yeah, well,
Hate them kids.
yeah. I don't know, fighting the military. Yeah, okay. All right, well, thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.